It's important. I got drafted to the Washington Wizards, and I was playing with Jordan.
Hand selected by Michael Jordan. If we really look at it, his game was hand selected because Jordan was completely running the Wizards at that point. They was chasing to try to give him another one.
So think about that, right? And then you got grown men that play with him that talk how hard and how scary it is that he'll punch on you during practice. You got a 17, 18-year-old child from wherever he's from, the idol of all idols.
I seen an excerpt in Kobe's book where Kobe had said that one time he was like getting double teamed, triple teamed or something like, or getting a box and one. And he said, Kwame, you open in the paint every single time. I'm going to start throwing it to you. And Kwame said, nah, Kobe, if I'm open, don't throw it to me because I'm scared. They're going to foul me and then I'll miss the foul shots and then you'll be mad.
That's trauma.
He was, 23 years old, 22 years old, but he played with the greatest basketball players to ever play.
6 years of trauma already.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I agree.
But nobody talk about that. You say he'll quote unquote a bust.
Did y'all see the videos of him talking?
Yes.
On Instagram?
It makes you sympathize
by
with him.
himself.
Like, yes.
The way that he was coming at them talking.
Yes.
After every sentence, he was calling one of them men an explicitive. Like, just to see the way that he felt about a man even talking about him. Like, you know what I mean?
I don't really think it's just more sort of talking about it. It's just how they keep doing it. They keep pushing the narrative, narrative. And nobody takes into account of that, I was drafted and hand selected by the greatest player to ever play the game of basketball.
What does that matter? You still a buzz.
How is he a buzz when he made $65 million in 13 years? They don't care
how much he made. That's the whole point. Y'all can't change the narrative. The narrative is they paid him this money and didn't get what they wanted. That's the narrative.
So he played for what? League looked at 5 or 7 different teams, please. And you said he's a bust? Why would 5 to 7 different teams want him if he's a bust? You got people that got picked they got picked before Jordan. They got picked before Jordan, and you don't even know their name. Jordan wasn't the first round pick. Wasn't the first selection in the draft.
Yeah, Sam Bowie was.
What did he do?
He had an all right career.
So why are you not saying he was a bust?
Because he had an all right career.
So you're saying Kwame didn't? So that's what I'm saying.
Hell no, he didn't. That's why they was talking about him.
Wow.
Man, he didn't have nothing.
I don't know. That's unreal. To me, that's unreal that you're able to just call him a bust, but you don't say Sam Bowie. Sam Bowie, what teams did he play for?
He played for the Knicks.
I see a bust. He made $65 million.
How?
It doesn't matter about the money. The money is not the problem.
So what makes him a bust? Just because you come first round, first pick don't mean you have to be. That's good in the league, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's decent. That's not bad.
That's actually real good.
That's real good, but that's first round, first pick.
Six something. Stephen, they was just saying it.
I think it was like 5 and 7. What did Kwame average? He averaged 6.6, yeah, and 5 rebounds and 0.9 assists, 0.9 assists.
He's a big man. Assist a game, 6 points,
6, 5, and 1. I mean, that's. All right.
But for the first, so we able to accept 10 and 7, right? For how many years did Sam Bowie play? You able to accept 10 and 7. What position did he play?
Center.
Did Kwame win with Kobe?
So he played 10 years. He went 10 and 7. Kwame played 13, I want to say, right?
He played 12.
He played 12 years.
Did he win?
I don't think he got a. No, he left. No, because we traded him for Paul Gasol.
Yeah, okay, right. Yeah, I was like, no way.
Andrew Bynum won one.
Yeah, but that's when
DJ Mabanga won too.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
But how do we say again? So we go back to the narrative. You don't say Sam Bowie's a bust. He averaged 10 and 7, but you say Kwame Brown's a bust. He averaged 6 and 5 and 1.
This a whole nother era though. Like, man, them people know what they talking about.
And he played with Jordan.
People know what they talking about. Them people know what they talking about.
You're saying it as well. So that means you know what you're talking about. How do you call him a bust, right? But you don't call Sam Bowie a bust. How?
I mean, them are 2 different eras. When this man was picked, he's expected to be this, and he wasn't.
Sam Bowie was the #1 draft pick over Jordan.
They don't even. I mean, it's two different eras. It don't matter how you saying it. It's still two different eras. He wasn't expected to be this. Everybody knew Jordan. They was going on a standard then on how they select players. Like, we need to get this center and this, that, and that. When Kwame came out, he was expected to be this.
Well, LeBron is now. He was
I don't
expected to be this.
I don't know if he's expected to be
So
no LeBron.
what was the expectations then? You
For him to be good.
He was decent.
No, he wasn't.
We just said he only averaged 4 less points than who nigga you
3.
said.
Oh yeah, 4. Yeah. I'm sorry, 4. Yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah, but but we doing numbers, and that's not really what happened.
That's
like,
what we
see,
go
Sam
off of in
Bowie
life.
was good, and then he started getting injured. So even if he still
Kwame
played,
got injured. That's what he's trying
man,
to
he
tell
was
y'all.
sorry off the rip, though, is what they're
that's
trying to
not fair.
tell you.
I don't think that's fair to say.
For real, he was sorry off the rip.
That's crazy, right?
His handpicked by
Michael Jordan.
and then traded to the Lakers to go play with Kobe in his prime.
So listen, so
in his prime.
But he said something that was so real, right? He said, Stephen A., you went off the guy that what's the people call that? The scouting report of another man. You never even saw me play. And you saying my hand's small, you saying I'm a scrub, and you have never seen me play a game of basketball. That's what he's talking
and
about.
I ain't even know that, right? But Stephen A. just had this thing on there, right? Where he was showing like all his little
bloopers.
Basically.
Somebody made another one that showed him dogging people as well, though. Just
man, he was sorry,
but
man.
it was twice as long.
And that's crazy, right?
It was twice as long.
Okay, and that's understandable because you're going to have that chance. You 7 foot. But they want to win games. They want to win games.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
So look,
they want to win
trash,
games.
but he was 7 feet, so he dogged people sometimes.
He did not dog people like that.
You need to watch the clip because you're brainwashed with what you saw.
Man, I seen
like
games.
This
What
Mike
is you
A.
talking
Smith
about?
we talking
Right.
I seen games. Like, this is crazy.
So no, that brings me to my point though. Listen, right? That brings me to my point of why everybody hates Dennis, right? I can say one thing. I can make a status, say one thing, boom, present it to the public, and you tell me you do what? You sit back and laugh because you don't think that's my narrative. Right? Yes, that's what you
No,
say.
it ain't I mean, it's just when I look at it, like, here you go again.
See, that's not fair. That's not fair. That's the
That's
same.
not fair to who?
To me. It's not
Why?
fair.
You gonna be all right. It's fair to you. You gonna be all right. You gonna be all right.
You watching a man. You watching a man that they think
it might not be fair to her. It might get swept up in this. It might have to take some of this brainwashing on home to her man.
No,
it might not be fair to her.
No.
It might not be fair to him.
I don't know
But it's
how
fair to
y'all
you.
are trying to equate this to Kwame Brown.
Kwame Brown, right?
He did this.
That's
I'm finna
exactly
tell you
what
why.
Kwame Brown was talking about. Why are we talking about him in the first place with all this?
No, because
this
it's
is why
fair.
Kwame's mad.
No. And this is exactly why he's mad because nobody listened to his side.
Right.
And that's what I'm saying about me.
You see what Charlamagne was saying about him?
And then he had to retract. And you want to apologize. And I'm not accepting it because you don't even know me. This is my point of why I brought that up. I can say whatever I want to say, but because you feel you know me, you don't think it's true because of what somebody else said.
So you feel like you're
I
like
ain't really
Kwame
about
Brown
what nobody else said.
No, I'm saying narrative
in this situation,
yes,
right?
very much so. I understand
Yes,
him. I
yes.
sympathize with him almost because I get it.
Like you're not a bust.
At all.
Right.
You played 13 seasons. You made $65 million, right?
Right.
Man, it's
$65 million
It's
in
basketball.
13 years.
And you average 6.6
It's basketball.
points and
You
5
7 foot.
rebounds.
And Sam Bowie was
how many other people you think that been in the league that's trash? We're not saying that. We saying expectations. There's a lot of people got. You think they thought Sean Bradley was supposed to be?
But that was the expectation of Jordan,
the next
not
best
us.
thing?
That wasn't our
Sean
expectation
Bradley's
of him.
stats were nice.
No.
I'm
saying, do you think they thought he was going to be somebody special?
Who?
Sean Bradley.
He was.
Just because he was 6'6", 7'6", or whatever.
He was tall.
He was. It didn't. We know he's sorry.
But he didn't go first round, first pick.
He went in the first round.
But he didn't go first round,
okay,
first
it don't
pick.
matter. And I'm saying
That does matter.
So his expectations was different.
No, it's
this
crazy
man
because it
was
only-
expected to be something.
No, you making it seem like it only mattered that Kwame Brown was the first round, first pick. You saying it don't matter that Sam Bowie was the first round, first pick because it's a different era.
No. It was. It was.
But why is it least expectations with him? He was the first round,
Because it was
first
a
pick.
whole different thing. Basketball was just shaping. Like you got to go back and look at it. Like
was
they didn't
not
know.
no.
Yes, it was just shaping, nigga. Like becoming. Nigga, nobody didn't even watch basketball then. Like, what are you talking about? When I was little, When I first seen the Spurs game, I asked my mama,
Oh my God.
who is this?
What happened?
This nigga Mike is really Mike A. Smith.
Oh,
He's going crazy about this nigga said when I was little and the Naismith was made.
Man, I'm telling you, like,
they
it
were
don't
shooting
make
hoops
sense.
in the carts.
they didn't even
in the
have a three.
baskets.
They didn't even have a 3-point line, right?
Football was big then.
Hey,
You
Mike
know what
was
I'm
there when
saying?
Will
For
scored
real.
his 100. You see Will score his 100, Mike.
So he
They said it's not documented.
No, but
I
he's saying
saw it. I saw it.
with my own team.
About this Jordan stuff, like, man,
But that was an expectation of Jordan, not us. You wasn't expecting him to give you that. Jordan expected that from him, and he talked to him like a dog.
Mike,
and
you're
that's what he's
proving
talking
Dennis's point right now, and I want you to not prove his point, but you're proving his
man,
point.
that ain't even, that's y'all point. What
No,
you mean
that's
his?
the point
That's y'all
of Kwame Brown.
That's Kwame
y'all
Brown.
point.
He's trying to tell y'all not even looking at his side. My point is y'all don't even look at my side. Y'all just go off of what somebody.
Y'all mixing it.
No.
Because y'all trying to say that
Dennis is
the
Kwame
Jordan,
Brown.
the
I'm not
Jordan,
saying that. I'm just saying I get
you trying
him.
to say the
I get
Jordan
him.
and Sam Bowie scenario is comparative to that.
Why it's not? He was a first round
It's
first
not
pick.
comparable to that because basketball had changed and Jordan had changed basketball. So how can it be he changed basketball? You seen the documentary. I know y'all seen the documentary. He changed basketball. Like what they thought, what they could make off basketball. Like there wasn't the expectation then. Like he became guard. He's the first basketball guard.
So you saying
So who
until
the guard
so you
before
saying
that?
so okay, let me ask you this, right? So let me just do this, right? So you saying until Mike became Mike in like what, 90? When did he win his first championship?
No, he was Mike before that.
All right, so when did first round mean something then? When do first round first pick mean something?
It do mean something.
So
but it
why are you
still
saying
wasn't
it
the same
doesn't?
scenario.
So
though.
when did it mean something is what I'm asking you.
All the time.
But
But
yeah,
it's
when
still
I
not
bring
the
up
same scenario though.
So
You can't put no Sam Bowie next to no motherfucker. That's crazy, man.
how? He's a first round first pick. It's comparable. You didn't have those expectations for him, but you have them for somebody else because he's
so Anthony Bennett ain't no bust?
You answer that. I don't know.
You first round first pick?
My point is you said because he averaged 10 and 7, he had an all right career. He's not a bust.
It's not
But
even
you
about
said,
that. No,
so what is
y'all
it about?
said them numbers.
That's
I
his
said
numbers.
that I watched it. That Sam Bowie was good.
It equated to that, and they felt
No,
like Kwame
y'all
was
said
too.
numbers, and y'all and he wasn't because I watched it. He
Was Andrew
wasn't
Bynum
good.
a bust?
No,
Wow,
he was balling.
imagine that. That's cool.
So let me ask you this, Mike, because I agree, right? He was balling because I watched those games.
He
too,
was
right?
balling.
Let me ask you something.
He got hurt and banged up.
Let me ask you this. Do you think there's a select amount of people in the world that maybe think Andrew Bynum's a bust?
No, because he went out there and he helped them get that ring.
I'm
and they couldn't have
asking
did
you.
it without him.
Really? Wow.
I'm asking you, do you think, not what you think, do you think there's a select group of people in the world who probably think Andrew
I
Bynum's a
mean,
bust?
like some people that ain't watch it, like y'all.
I watched it.
Well,
I'm talking about y'all was just talking about some stuff y'all ain't even watched. Like
As
y'all
far
don't
as
know
what?
nothing about.
I didn't
what?
watch Sean
like
Bradley or Will get his 100.
Sam Bowie and his career. Y'all don't know nothing about it.
It doesn't matter. We know the numbers. The numbers only. What do you
The
mean?
numbers is only saying the numbers.
So you saying a 6 and 5?
Don't lie though,
That's
Mike.
that's what I'm trying to understand.
the
You saying
numbers
because
tell
he
the whole
averaged 10 and
story.
7, right? Because he
The
averaged
numbers
10
tell
and
the
7.
whole story though, Mike.
No, it
The
don't.
numbers, yes, they do.
No, it don't, because it only telling you what the average is. It's not telling you about what he was doing in his early
But the
years. It's
great
not
thing,
telling you that.
yes, the great things about averages
it
are
can go through that.
it factors in the great and the worst games to show the all around,
The overall.
of what the
That's
player
what the-
contributed.
I mean, and y'all
to his
saying that like
career.
I'm a dummy. Like I don't know.
We're not saying that. We just
Crazy.
trying to get you.
I just explained what I said, and y'all telling me something I already know.
Yeah, but you
That's
trying to make it seem
crazy.
because what you saw and what you felt you saw was this guy was not a bust. Because you say in your mind he did this.
You still saying this?
I'm just telling you what you're. What
Man,
you
I
said
know
to me.
exactly what I'm saying. Like, okay, y'all got it.
No, it ain't about having it. I'm just saying, how do you call him a bust when his number is damn near the same to the guy that you said had an okay career? That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying you wrong. I'm just trying to understand why do you say that?
I already explained it, and so you missed it.
No, you said because you saw him. You
But
saw him. You
I
said you
do
saw.
believe I explained it.
You
Didn't
said
I?
I saw a 15-minute clip
Hold on.
of Kwame Brown.
Did I explain it?
So you explain, but then there's an underlying factor. Of
What's the underline?
Why you see him as a bust? He was getting beat up in practice by the fucking greatest nigga of all
That don't mean nothing to him. That's what Kwame's
So
trying
what
to
that
tell the
supposed
world.
to mean?
That's trauma. So you think the
we
way we grew
understand
up don't mean nothing?
that's Michael Jordan. I think okay, we can go for that.
So the way we grew up didn't mean nothing?
Here we go now. Now this is factored to Kwame. Like, okay.
I'm asking you. The trauma that we grew up with don't mean
but
that.
you shake it off and you what
Why do you think it's easy to shake off trauma? Why
do you think
world?
you have to shake off trauma?
You just can't go through it. You just
That's trauma.
That you just so equipped to just let it go. That's the world we live
that
in.
nigga's a crybaby.
He's not a crybaby. He's presenting his point.
And he's proving good points. He's right.
Great points, actually.
He's right.
That you like. People
He's a
don't
black
ever,
man from South Carolina whose family didn't have anything. Made $65 million.
And his mama lives
says
on a
my
golf
mom
course.
lives on a golf course.
Like, how is that a buzz? How is that a buzz? In what
beside the
career?
point,
He's like
That's
one
the
of
point.
6 kids or something
That's
like that.
the point.
One
The
of
whole
6
point
or
of
8
that.
kids or something like that.
How is that not the point?
That ain't the point.
He'll bust it in a basketball.
And that's all them niggas was saying. That's it. That's
He's
all
not
they
a
was
bust in a
saying.
basketball word. That's what we saying.
We just
That's what we
talked
saying.
about his stats.
You make it to the league, you're not a bust.
My point. And out of millions,
Man, there's plenty.
there's plenty of what?
There's plenty of
It's plenty
smart people that make it.
Right, and they didn't
based
stay
on
13
height
years. They didn't
and
stay
not
13
skill.
years neither. He stayed 13 years.
13. I don't think you
You're
can
not
stay
factoring
as
that.
a bust 13 years.
That's a whole
You know,
career.
okay, so
That's
let's name a
crazy.
real bust like Greg Oden.
That's a bust.
Nobody can keep a job.
Oh, he played 12 years.
12 years. I'm sorry, 12 years.
But
Thank
Greg
you, Lee.
Oden, bust.
Knee problems and never
He
came back
never
from
got
it.
to really be anything.
And y'all don't bring up that. I'm not saying y'all.
They bring up that too.
I don't hear Stephen A. going on and
He's
on.
not going on and on about him. He going on about our boy, about
Kwame
Dennis.
Brown.
Y'all boy. Yeah, that's how y'all show acting. Yeah.
He was
No,
he
we
won.
that's our
He was
boy.
on the Lakers. I mean,
Well,
yeah.
So the reason why I'm
So y'all riding with him.
I was when I was a little boy.
You sound like you riding with him today.
no, we
I'm
just,
riding with his point. Yes, I'm riding with his point.
I'm definitely riding with him because that's why.
None of these men with these big media outlets should be dogging him when he's on his farm doing target practice and playing with his turkeys and stuff. He's just doing
And
regular
raising his
country
kids.
and raising his kids.
You
doing
got
regular
another
country
man talking
stuff.
about his family history. They ain't got nothing to do with
He was
nothing.
showing he be
Well,
on the
that's the
tractor
wrong
and
part.
having a good time.
That's the wrong
So you
part.
agree with that? But you said
I'm agree with it.
I'm saying you
that's the
agree that
wrong
that's
part.
wrong. I'm saying
that's
Why
the wrong
in
part.
2021
I
are we
like
talking
the
about
Stephen-
Kwame
I like it-
Brown
I like the
at all?
Stephen A's
His
point.
point is correct.
why do you like his point? Please just tell me why you like his
I already
point.
said it. Like, I like his point because he ain't talking about him personally. He talking about him basketball wise.
He shouldn't be talking about him basketball wise at all. The playoffs are on. That's Kwame's point.
It's not off season. Why am I so important at this point?
Because he decided he wanted to talk about him. Now y'all
No, he
saying
keep talking about him.
y'all saying like he can't talk about him because it's the playoffs and this, that,
All right,
and that. He
okay,
decided to talk about
He
him.
shouldn't be talking about it. That's Kwame's point.
Let me ask you a real question. When did Kwame stop playing basketball?
It don't matter.
So that's crazy that don't matter to you. That should. When did he stop, Lee?
So
Can you
you
please
telling me
find
this
me?
man's a sports reporter. So if he brought up some
He
sports,
continuously bring him up.
He
That's
can
what he's trying
bring-
to say.
But that's what I'm saying. He is just defaming him for no reason.
For no reason.
no reason.
What's
He's
the
making him
reason
the
of
butt of
that?
the joke for no reason.
We named more garbage players than Kwame Brown. We named bigger busts than Kwame Brown that we do not even mention as busts.
that he don't even mention. Him and Mike don't even mention because
They Smiths. They A Smiths.
I mean, he the
A.
one that
Smiths.
decided to speak on him, and I feel like he just ain't said nothing wrong. I think that's the bottom line of it. Like,
So you think he's a bust 'cause he
So
averaged-
if he brought up another bust and
he
decided,
don't. That's the whole point.
He doesn't. That's
he
Kwame's
talks shit
point.
about everybody.
No,
Come on, man.
not about everybody. You
He
gotta watch.
consistently
That's what I'm saying.
Been
None of those
man,
guys
that
talk.
nigga
annihilating
is
this
a-
man
None
character.
of those guys talk mess about everybody because they have relationships.
Huh?
Name one white man he should have done.
It's listen. It's 2021.
Wow.
They
Kwame
not
ain't
even-
played
wait,
since
They not even relevant
2013.
like that
Dennis,
though.
acknowledge
No,
what
no,
he said.
I'm saying
though.
they not even relevant
Imagine
like
that.
that.
But
You understand what I'm saying?
What
Like,
he said.
like, see, people been trying to do that too. Like, oh, he
We
ain't
gotta
said
hook
nothing
the
about the
mic
white
up
man.
for Ronnie.
But
he
it
said
don't even
name
make sense.
one white man Stephen A. smashed him. Like he talked
He
that
don't
mess
do
about.
that.
And that's the point. That's
He don't do
Kwame's
that.
point.
But he
They're
just
not
so.
even relevant.
But why is Kwame so
Why is
relevant?
Kwame relevant?
He's not the only first
He
rounder to go
was
first pick.
expected to be something.
He's
else.
not the only one that expected
He
to be
not.
something. Oh, so then, why are we not talking about the other ones? Why Stephen A. not comparing other people that they consider a bust to the other people that bust?
He didn't want to do it. He wanted to talk about Kwame.
Over and over and over. He ain't played in the league since 2013. And here it is, 2021, 8 years removed. 8 years removed, and he's still a butt of the joke.
He think he's still sorry. From the first day he put that motherfucking jersey on and came out there.
And that man told you that he didn't even see him play. He didn't even see him play. He went off the scouting report of somebody else. And he pushed that narrative to the world. He called that man a scrub without even seeing him play. And you saying that's fair.
He
and he got you believing it.
Scrub.
He got you believing in
that
that.
nigga was a scrub.
Come on, man.
Could you take him in one-on-one?
At all.
I don't ball.
Better not stand next to him.
Right.
That's the cop-out right there.
Nah, that's the
Steven ain't
truth.
take him. He played.
No.
He ain't played.
He did
Yes,
play.
he did play. He played in
did
college.
play. Like,
Yeah,
what
he
are you
played in
talking
college.
about?
Yeah, he averaged like point 3 points.
Imagine that. Imagine that. And he's mad at people that made it. Right? He's mad and he's
He ain't even mad. He a sport. This is what they do.
No. You can be a sports analyst without
Man, he don't become that big without being who he is.
the great
Getting on
black
people-
man. So this is Kwame's point. You shouldn't have to buck dance for these people to get in the position that you are in.
Well, he had to. For
Wow.
real.
And you cool with that.
He had to.
Why you cool with that?
Why he had
Because
to.
don't nobody want to watch that show unless he acting
You
a fool
can
like
be
that.
Unless he
Shannon
dogging
Sharp-
out
Shannon
black
Sharp
men who
beat-
made
It don't matter.
$65 million.
Huh?
Shannon Sharp is
He acts a
himself.
fool. He acts a fool.
But
Don't
he's
think
not the great
He acts a
and
fool.
he's a man that played
he
the
acts
sport.
a fool. And he be trying to check niggas too. Like,
Nah,
yeah,
he ain't checking nothing. He letting the nigga know. He have every right to. He played the gladiator sport.
it don't
Skip
matter.
didn't.
See, y'all trying to switch it now.
I'm
Like,
not. That's just
he
like-
acting a
I
fool.
haven't even mentioned
he
nothing about
acting, he
Shannon
acting a
Sharp.
fool on there.
He
And
is
if
acting
a
a
nigga
fool.
get too
He's
crazy,
acting a fool.
like he thought Durant was doing, he said, "Nigga, you could talk to me outside of this."
What's wrong with that?
He
Because
acting a fool just like that, like
he's
Stephen
not.
A. is.
No, he's not. That's what we're
they're
trying to
doing
say.
two different types of cooning. They're both cooning, but they're doing two different types of cooning. And that's what you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta understand. Like, man, Shannon is doing you're right. I agree with you. Shannon be on there wilding.
He acts a fool, and
But
this
he's
is what they
degrading
do.
people.
He's making us look bad, but he's not
How?
degrading.
No, he ain't making us look
He
bad.
not making us
this
look
is
bad.
us. For real, he ain't making
We're
us look
very
bad.
entertaining people.
This
He's
is
not
us,
making
for
us look
real.
bad. How's he making? Come on now, making us look bad. He makes us look bad.
Making us look. This man gets paid millions
Allegedly.
of dollars to perpetuate that act. Shannon Sharp is not sitting in his crib with his do-rag on, with a Black and Mild in his mouth.
He does.
No, he does not.
How do you know that?
Because he worth $100 million. He doesn't live
Allegedly.
that. Talking about hen dog and hitting the hen
He
dog.
drinks that.
He could drink that, but he don't live like that. He
How do
don't
you
talk
know
like
that?
that.
You see, have
You
you,
don't
watched
get, because
him?
you don't get there like that. You don't get there like that. And you and I know that. You know that.
What I'm
he
saying-
doesn't get in that seat next to Skip.
How?
Like he talking in meetings like that. He be like, "Hey, after this meeting, y'all got to come get this hen dog with
his
me."
representative is in the meeting,
Is that how he talks in the meeting?
but he don't talk like that all the time on
What
there.
do you mean? And that's my point. That's
Why-
my point.
why would he
Because
talk like
gets
that in the
into
meeting?
a character. He gets
Well,
into a character.
He
the
might
character
do
they
that at
pay
home
for.
though.
That's what I'm saying. That's a character.
But he
And
might do
he's-
that at the cookout.
He is what the
That's who they
white
pay
people
for.
get to
So
see.
you don't have a
every
uncle,
single-
a cousin,
he's
a
what
brother?
the white people get to see
Nah.
every single morning.
So you say he's
and
buck
he's
dancing.
a black man.
I'm just
He's
asking
not.
one question, so I won't
He's
misinterpret
not.
what you're saying. You saying
He's
he's
not.
buck dancing?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Shannon?
That's what they
To
pay
a- yes,
for.
to a, exactly.
Buck dancing, though.
Exactly.
No,
That's
no,
what
no,
they
no.
pay for.
You ask him, is he drinking cognac and smoking cigars at home?
That's what he does.
Yes, he could be doing that, right?
look,
But he's
they-
not doing it in this character with the do-rag on.
So you telling me you don't have a
talking this-
person-
I'm gonna drink XO.
So
And he's drinking XO Hennessy.
But this is what I'm saying. He don't do it talking this in this strong accent that he put on. The
he's
extra
a country
shit.
boy.
He put the
He's a
do-rag
country boy.
on. He gets to talking a little different and acting a little different with Skip. That's what I'm saying.
So-
that right there
That's
is
what they wanted.
cooning. And that's what they
Nah,
want. Yes,
nah.
come okay,
I don't-
okay.
I don't think it's
okay,
cooning. I don't
okay,
think it's
okay.
cooning.
I don't
If you
think
got
it's
that, if you
cooning.
got that platform and got up there and guy has to, however much Shannon Sharp gets paid millions of dollars to do that, and if you decided to do that with your platform, you decided to put your do-rag on up there next to Skip, right?
So you saying you
Next
don't have
to
a
Skip,
person
one
that
of the
you
highly
know.
touted.
Uncle, cousin, brother, or whatever, that acts a fool at the family picnics or gathering. that turns into a whole nother person when he's drinking or
That's
whatever.
two different things, though.
How?
What
Yeah,
he's saying.
I'm like, what does
How?
that even have to do?
That don't
with
have nothing to do
You
with
saying
it.
that, no, he's saying his narrative is that Shannon turns into a
That
character.
this nigga gets on TV and turns in, he's in front
that's
of the
two
biggest
different
audience of
things.
black
How is it
people
two
in the
different
world.
things?
Like he's in front
this
of.
is my
he's
point. You
on
just
a
say
big,
something
big,
just to
big
say
platform.
it. How is that different than me telling you that my uncle is this way, and then when he drinks something, he turns into a
But
whole
he's
other
not
person?
drinking
He's
nothing.
not
That's what he's
drinking
It doesn't
telling
matter, but
you.
he's still turning into something else.
For what? For the sake of what?
I don't know.
The
You said
audience.
views.
Yeah,
and
for the
money, right?
audience. And
Views.
that's who they
But
pay
I'm saying that
for.
probably is who he is.
Then your point is mute
How?
because you just said, what if he turns into something else for something else? Like you said, what if he turns into that because of that?
Well, let me say this way. Y'all say he's turning into something. Why? What if he's that
Wait,
person
wait.
all
I
the
believe
time?
he's that person.
That's what I'm saying. What
I
if he's
believe
just
he's
that person and
But
he's not buck dancing?
I believe that
Well,
that
let me say it
person.
that way.
He's saying that. I believe they paid for him
The
to
whole
come.
entire act.
The whole thing.
That
Like, that's
people
the whole
probably said
problem.
that, like T.O. do the popcorn joint. That's who he is. He's a real quiet person in person that he presents himself to be. And on the football field, he's turned into something else. Shannon Sharp, when the lights turn on, he turns into whatever he turns into.
T.O.'s not cooning. T.O.'s the same way at home, I'm sure.
I'm
T.O.'s not
asking
cooning.
why do you not think Shannon Sharp is the same way? That was my point of saying that.
He could be the same way at home, but at some point he's a media personality on a big, big, big sports platform.
So let me ask you a
That's the way
question.
He decides to
So ideally-
conduct himself
okay.
and behave himself.
His normal way of acting when he's in front of his family. He probably been doing that skit with his do-rag for Shannon in front of his family. Why that can't be
I
who he is?
don't even think
You
it's
should
that.
do what you do in
I
front of
just
your
think,
family
like,
on TV.
I think he kind of grew into that.
Oh, that's your point.
That's what I'm asking.
Oh, that's your point.
That's what I'm saying.
So you saying that
he's on Fox Sports
but
1.
he's being himself. So him being himself, you consider that being cooning?
That's his self. That's who he is.
Hey,
he
man.
is that. Is
I
what you're
don't know.
saying.
I don't know, but you don't know that neither.
That's his mama, baby boy Shannon. He's not that. Is what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. Y'all niggas is crazy. Sitting up here telling me this man walks around his crib with a
I don't
do-rag
know
on,
that,
and
though.
he's this highly touted, highly decorated NFL player, and now transformed into a media personality. He's not like that because he can't be like that all the time. There's no way he transcends and makes it to where he is and to touch the money that he's touched.
Why do
if
you
he
feel-
behaves himself that way all of the
So
time.
you feel he has to be what way to get that type of money and keep his integrity? So what if that's his? That's the whole
This is
package.
the entertainment world,
y'all
though.
but that's what I'm saying. Y'all are.
That's why they match him up with who they match him up with. They give you somebody with less color, and they give you somebody who's fully colored,
and it works.
and it works
meshes.
out.
And y'all like that.
Yeah, the
world
world
likes
likes it.
We have like okay. All right. Again. That can be okay with y'all. Like I said, I'm talking about what I think. And like we talked about perspectives earlier. Everybody has them. And my perspective as a black man who has been in situations where people think that I sit at home with a goddamn do-rag on and smoke black and miles. That's what I'm saying. And I don't do that.
Different.
I don't do that. That's what I'm saying.
So it doesn't matter. So it doesn't matter if that's who
I
he
sip
is.
Hennessy and call it the hen dog because that's the way that Shannon, who has that big platform, portrays us to be.
That's all they see. So
That's what I'm saying. Denzel don't do that. Denzel don't do that. When Denzel be in a meet, and he could be like that at home. We don't know how he talks
Also,
to
you
John
said he
David
should-
Washington.
I get what you're saying. Okay,
Thank you.
I got you.
Denzel
I got
could
you.
wear
I
a
got you.
do-rag
I
at
got
home
you.
and
I got
smoke
you.
and drink the hen dog and talk
See,
the
I
way
took
he
it
talks to
totally
his
different.
kids.
I respect it.
But
I
that's what
respect
I'm
it. I
saying,
respect
fam. That's
it.
all I'm saying. He has a platform, and he is a role model, nigga.
a highly revered man. Yeah,
he's
I
on
got you. I
Fox
got you.
Sports 1, top of the morning.
Yeah.
You turn your TV on, millions and millions and millions of
Look at
people
him.
see him, and this nigga be on that he with a wave cap on.
You ain't
Come
feeling
on,
that?
dog. Like, come on, dog.
you can't put that on him. You gotta put that on white folks who thinking that.
No. You got to put that on
No,
Shannon.
no, you ain't got to put it on Shannon.
No, you got to put that on Shannon.
Ronnie.
You got
Why?
to put that on Shannon. 'Cause-
Everybody likes Skip.
But me personally, I feel. So look,
I don't put
Hey.
everybody on Skip.
Dennis, you got a kufi in here? Like, is it a kufi in here somewhere? I gotta put on my kufi. I'm gonna blame the oppressor, Ronnie.
Nigga wear a kufi, it don't mean that he bright.
Ronnie, I'm gonna blame the oppressor.
What you mean, blame no?
no, what
You
he's
said
saying.
I gotta blame the white man for wanting this nigga to dance.
No, you blame the white man for thinking that about you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, but what he said,
black
no,
man
listen.
with the platform is perpetuating
he said
that
the black,
idea
he said Shannon
to
is showing the world
millions.
this.
But they gotta know that that's not you.
Why do they have to know anything?
When they got a black man that's doing it, I get what you're saying.
and all the YouTube videos suggesting is NBA YoungBoy.
Imagine that.
Right.
So that's another.
I said in all the YouTube suggested videos, when they watching they Call of Duty videos, the next thing it shows them is, do you want to hear this NBA YoungBoy song? And then
meaning
they
that's
see
the
that.
next standard.
That's the next biggest black man that they see. And then they know LeBron James.
But I still don't feel like we can just say he's buck dancing. I get the point that you're saying. I get the point that you're saying that he don't have to present himself.
LeBron don't even act like that. LeBron still keeps his.
But he's not a personality neither.
Yes, he is.
He's not a media personality. He's not in front of that mic all day. He's on a
Yes, he
basketball.
is.
No, he's not. He get interviewed. Shannon does the interviewing. What are you talking about? It's totally different.
Sure.
That's totally
He does it on a
different.
different basis. But when LeBron does it, it's very calculated. This nigga says,
calculated.
I'm going to hold a Malcolm X book in this interview.
It's calculated.
I'm going to hold a Maya Angelou.
But he has the luxury
poem in
of
this
being
one.
able to do that, though. Shannon's just on the platform, and this is what it is. Whatever he's talking about is what he's talking about. However he gets you to look at it, is how he gets you to look at it. But I get your point.
Yeah,
he shouldn't have to do all that to get you to look at it. But what I'm saying is, if that's who he is,
mean, like,
why is
so-
it wrong for him to be
so-
that way on television?
Because of the point I just made.
Yeah,
and
I
the
got
point
you,
that
I
you
got
get.
you. Yeah, I
And
got
that's-
you, I
So
got you.
then again, like I said, your
So
question
you
is.
want-
But that don't make it
So you
right,
want
though.
him to
That don't
be
make it
something
right for
else?
us to feel like that's wrong.
Yes, it does.
So he don't get to be
because
him.
of what I just mentioned, though, Dennis. Because
I
even if
understand
you're
you.
like
Yeah, I
that,
understand
even if
you.
you're like that,
Don't be that way in front of the world.
because you need to let people decide that you're like that.
Yeah.
People shouldn't meet
But
you
they
and
see the
automatically
other side too.
win.
He's not wearing a do-rag the whole time. Or
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. But again, that's why it's cooning. Because like you said, they see the other side. Because
I think it would be cooning if that's all you get.
That's cool.
I think that it would
No,
be.
that's completely cooning.
Cooning.
I'm not saying he's a coon.
So it's levels to cooning.
It's levels to
There's
everything.
levels to this shit, right?
Right? That's what Meek say, right?
So listen, though, all jokes aside, though,
So we
man,
listening to Meek too?
No. Well, it's just a song.
you don't listen to me.
You don't listen to me? I'm saying we don't listen to what he says to do or anything like that. He has some good
But do you
songs.
listen to me?
Yeah.
No,
He
I'm
has some good
saying
songs.
so his whole perspective
No,
is,
see, we're not talking about Meek's
Why?
perspective. You asked, do we listen to Meek? And I said, yes, we listen to his music.
Not his perspective.
But I don't know nothing about no Meek Mill
I
perspective.
mean, no, I'm saying like so far as how you just did Shannon.
What you mean?
Like
Is
how
Meek
you
a
just
coon?
did-
Is that what you're asking me?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's your answer?
How?
Yes. What do you...
Oh no! Don't take them off. I just want to
What
know.
do you mean, how, Mike?
Please.
You don't mean
Because these people are entertaining. They came on to get some money. These people are being. I'm pretty sure that.
Meek is entertaining when
I'm
he
pretty
has
sure
his,
80% of you see of Shannon is him.
Meek is entertaining when he has his braids in, when he's freestyling. That's his form of entertainment. When Meek gets on Twitter and when Meek does all these funny
That's
guy
entertainment.
things,
That keep you relevant. That's
cool.
entertainment.
And is that okay? You like that?
I mean, that's
how
the way of the world.
it's
Let me
how
ask
he
you.
do it,
Let me
huh?
ask you this, Mike. What would you do to stay relevant?
Shit, if I was them,
Anything.
I would do the same thing. Yeah.
If you was you now, and you and God's willing, this take off, and you got the spotlight on you, are you gonna be the same guy right now? Or are you gonna put on a show?
Man, listen. I mean, everything is the show.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Everything is the show. What is yours? I don't know what y'all talking about.
I'm asking. Why you saying y'all? I'm just
not
asking.
acting. I'm not
That's not
acting.
even a question.
I'm not performing. My life's not a show. I tell niggas all the time, this ain't no movie. Like, this ain't a movie.
He
This is
said
a
young
real
black
life.
living a movie, not living
No,
by
this
rules.
ain't no movie. This is real life. Like, what are we talking about? This is not a show. I'm not performing for nobody, not even myself. Not my peers, not nobody. Who you performing for?
I mean,
What do you mean it's a movie?
we've been on stage.
For whom?
Ask him, because he been on stage too.
What you mean?
So
I've
who you been
on stage?
performing on?
I ain't been performing. I'm not performing.
These niggas, Magic Mike and Magic Dennis. They said we been on stage.
I've been in the
Niggas said we
goddamn,
been
what's
on
the
stage.
gentleman's club called for men?
Come on.
Damn,
It's
damn.
on. It's right by White Rabbit. What's it called?
Chippendale.
There we
So I'm
go,
a Chippendale
yeah.
dancer?
Come on,
I've been
I
on
was
that
gonna
stage. What stage have I been on?
Same stage them women mad at Dennis about.
Wow, you gonna hit me.
So
Boom,
that's why
low
I'm
blow.
saying, like, man, this is
That was a low
crazy.
blow, right? That was
Mike,
crazy.
where we going, bro?
That's crazy.
Trust me. Trust me, I make plenty of sense. You probably kind of missing some of this because
Nah,
y'all
he
kind
trying
of
to shoot a slug at me.
Oh,
For real.
okay.
He shouldn't
That's why I
real
was
slug at me.
I can tell. It just seems like y'all talking about some
So
So
person.
no, it goes back to the thing of when I'm presenting myself to the world, he calls that what?
Man, I ain't even on that. Listen,
That's what you got to be on. What other stage is it?
with Meek, right? So it ain't no difference than what him and Shannon doing, right? So
No. Yeah, it's cooning.
it's cooning.
Well, I'm not saying it's cooning.
Yeah,
So Jay-Z cooning too?
When do Jay do anything like Meek or Shannon?
He's entertaining, so it doesn't matter how you do it. You still
When?
entertaining.
When?
It matters on the reception of it.
Like I said, Meek is entertaining when he raps. Jay-Z is entertaining when he raps. He be rapping.
So
In
he's
his
cooning
interviews,
too.
No, he's not. Rapping's not cooning.
So you're saying the antics, the Twitter,
antics are
What
just,
antics?
He's saying what they do on their social media. is
what they
cooning.
do in their personal life and how they act and all that on social media.
He said when they got to turn on something to
all
get
that
attention.
extra stuff. Yeah,
he's saying that's cooning.
Jay-Z doesn't do any of that stuff to stay relevant. His name don't be in the tabloids like that. He don't do no weird stuff. He don't make no funny tweets.
When he got an issue, he just make a song about it, right?
That's it.
With all the women.
No, or when they was interviewing him, they was asking him about Baby, and he shot that out there at him.
What'd he say? Check the numbers. Right after that. There's nothing wrong with that. Y'all niggas saying y'all got more money than me. Check the numbers. That's what he said. I give you
So
a
that
glance.
wasn't-
That's not
about
cooning.
that.
That's men lie, women lie, numbers don't. That's not cooning. That's letting a person know. Do you really want to
I mean,
go there?
Can we
These
get a
niggas are-
definition of what it is to be a coon so that we could just like kind of just put this like at a rest? Because
I've never even heard nobody use that word in this day and
I
age.
could tell.
Really?
I could tell because you talking about
Cool. That's
Jay-Z.
all. What's the name talking about? Your boy Stephen A. been doing this whole time. Buck dance.
Oh,
and the cooning.
that
that's
sounds
the
like
truth
some
of
old
it.
country ass talk. Like shit, we don't talk like that. Like I ain't never heard nobody say that shit. Like that's crazy.
What it say?
Cooning.
It says
Hold on, Ronnie.
White folks too cool.
a black person who is ignorant to white discrimination and unknowingly suffers with self-hatred.
100. Say the
So you
last
think-
part. So he's suffering.
You think Shannon fits that narrative? Oh, you know, he's saying the antic that he does. Read the first part.
Right.
The first part. Read the first part.
Smart, bro. A black person who is ignorant to white discrimination
So he's saying he's not catching
And-
on the fact that this is.
and unknowingly suffers with self-hatred. Because again, I love us so much that when I get an opportunity to be in front of white people, that I make sure that we're not do-rag nigga.
I'm giving
this.
them the proper perspective.
Because I'm not a coon. And that's my point. Like Kevin Hart, like niggas like that, like that's coon stuff. You know what I mean? Like, and I can't agree with that.
Can you just, if off top of your head, can you freestyle? And I'm pretty sure you're good at that. Just give me 5 people that's high up in black media that you feel are coon. Just curious.
Are coons that are
That
just,
coon, that does coonish things.
There's a couple. I mean,
Just give me 5 if you could. I'm not trying to put you on the spot. Shannon Sharp is 1. You just said Kevin Hart is 2.
right. We say Stephen A.
Stephen A. You said Meek Mill.
We say
Meek Mill. Hold on, just no. Don't interrupt him. Meek Mill. That's 4.
we say
Who would be
Meek.
the 5th? Rick Ross. No.
he don't be doing no cooning.
Cameron. Maybe no.
He ain't doing no cooning.
No, we're
I
just
mean,
trying to. No, I just want to hit the
Maybe
people.
not that I'm relevant of.
But
like
come on,
that.
let's stay on topic. Who? Your 5th person would be who? I'm sorry for putting you on the spot.
Somebody with a big platform who be cool.
Just give me anybody. Just give me anybody.
Steve
What about Chris
Harvey?
Rock? Chris Rock.
Steve Harvey.
Nah, what's this nigga's name? The fat black guy who got fired from ESPN.
Oh, Whitlock.
Yeah.
Oh, for Fox.
That's one person that I would agree with. Wholeheartedly, I would agree with that. Yeah. I would give you that one. I would give you that
So
one for sure.
how is he
You
be
put on them
cooning?
coonoculars. You put on them coonoculars. That nigga beep.
Hey, listen,
that nigga there, boy.
I need to figure out your schedule, big dog. When I put that screen up, we gonna have this next time me and Mike see each other. We gonna have Whitlock up about the cooning moments. Cause whoa, he's the guy.
I mean,
I want to make sure I'm talking about the big.
He got a
Okay, we're
different
talking about the same guy.
like take on everything, right? But how is that cooning? Because he just on the.
So this segues me into why we're gonna have pod number 2. We're gonna be in studio number 2 over there because this is why. He just want to take a whole nother perspective. How is everything in
You
front
don't
of you?
agree with none of the names that we came up with?
Nothing. He
None of
doesn't
them.
agree with it at all.
I think like people got their own right to feel how they want to say it. So then they say it, and then now somebody got something.
The same guy that
mad
says
about it.
trauma means nothing.
I ain't say that, but I'm saying like how. I don't know. I mean, I can understand what he's saying about Jordan and all that stuff. Yeah, that is
That
Michael
means
Jordan.
something. He's enduring that. How do you expect
7
me to
foot.
perform?
I don't give a damn about what this nigga
I'm
saying.
7
I'm here.
foot.
And I'm fucking off their money.
Can you see,
for 12
please, tell me when
years,
he came
nigga.
into the league. How old was he? Was he 17 or 18?
For real.
Matter of fact, it doesn't matter. He was a teenager.
Listen, I fucked out them people money for 12 years, nigga. I don't give a fuck about them, nigga. For real, nigga. Fuck them, nigga. For real. What is y'all talking about? For real. Yeah.
So listen, no, look, man, I appreciate y'all for listening. This is kind of the no, I can't say that. I would just say this would be more so just a glimpse of how it would be of the pod. This is us giving our perspective on things. This is not us saying that you have to believe everything we say. This is just us open to
Yeah, because us was doing some hating.
And I mean, listen, I pray that y'all enjoy it and y'all be cool how y'all be cool, man. We gone.
Peace.